Hey everybody, I'm Louie. I'm a motorcycle gear expert here at Jafrum. Today we're taking a closer look at the heat trollers and some of the accessories used with FirstGear's heated apparel, available at Jafrum.com. The first step in figuring out what accessories you'll need to power your gear is to figure out what gear you're going to use. It's a good idea to select a heat troller for all of the gear you'll end up with. For example, if you're shopping for a heated jacket now, but may end up adding pants down the road, and you know you'll want the ability to operate these items independently of one another, select accessories now that are best for controlling both items. Otherwise, you'll have to upgrade your electronics later and may end up with accessory items you don't use. Once you've established the heated apparel items that you're going to wear, it's time to look at the different types of heat trollers. There are two main types of heat trollers with three different subtypes for each. There are single heat trollers that can control a single zone, and dual heat trollers which can control two zones. Now, any combination of gear can be worn with either a single or dual troller with the use of a DC coax splitter cable. Now, the advantage to the dual heat troller is that you can split your gear into two heat zones. Say, for example, you get cold in the hands and chest very easily, but your feet and legs usually feel less cold, or vice versa. A dual heat troller allows you to have gear items set to two different temperature settings. Remember, different gear items have different amounts of heating elements material in them, so they will have different electrical draw on a circuit. So it may require you to try different combinations of items on different zones to figure out the best combination of items for you. Once you've decided between a single or dual heat troller, it's time to decide how you'd like to interface with this troller. And there are three different single and three different dual heat trollers available. There are mounted heat trollers, portable heat trollers, and my favorite, the remote control heat troller. And the mounted heat trollers are just that, mounted. Now, once installed, you'll have a semi-permanent knob or knobs that will protrude from a spot on your choice on your motorcycle. Now remember, when mounting accessory switches or controls onto any motorcycle, install them on the left side of your bike, and that way you don't have to remove your hand from the throttle or brake to adjust your accessory. Now, these trollers do require you to do some drilling to install them, but the included directions make installation easy. And with the addition of clever add-ons like the DC coax jack panel mount, the finished product looks very professional, especially on a sport touring or full touring model where the wiring can be all hidden. And the only downside to this type of troller for me is that they aren't portable, meaning if you ride multiple bikes or have, say, a bike and a snowmobile, you'll need separate trollers for each machine. The next type of troller is the portable heat troller. This is probably the most recognized style of heated gear controller because most 12-volt heated gear on the market has a similar type of system. Now, there's nothing mounted on the bike fairings with this setup, and there's no drilling required. You simply mount the coax battery harness to the battery as usual. Now, remember to mount the accessory leads underneath the motorcycle's harness connectors. This will keep you from cracking the accessory connectors when you torque down the battery harness, and will also create a connection that is less likely to loosen from vibration. Plug your heat troller into the battery harness and your gear items into the heat troller. Once you've started your motorcycle, you can power on the heat troller and select your desired temperature setting, and you're all ready to go. The advantage to portable style heat trollers is that you can use them on multiple machines, and the only item you need for each machine is the DC coax battery harness. Next, we have the remote control heat troller kit. This is FirstGear's newest heated gear technology, and this setup is truly top of the line. Now you can have the best features of the other two types of controllers without their shortcomings. You can have a clean setup with minimal wires showing, but without drilling into your motorcycle. You also get the multi-bike portability and the freedom to mount or stow the heated troller wherever you like. Getting power to the unit is the same as with the portable version. Simply mount the battery harness to the battery and plug the receiver into the battery harness. The receiver is completely waterproof and can remain in the garment even when washing. The remote control can then be put just about anywhere, as long as it is with you on your bike. You can mount it to the bike using hook and loop tape, you can stow it away in a saddlebag, or you can just put it in your pocket. And if you lose the remote, they're relatively inexpensive to replace and easily mated to your receiver. Now for the real bombshell. Say you really like what you see, but you're just not sure about attaching yourself to your bike. Or you already are running a zillion accessories off your motorcycle's electrical system and don't want to risk adding any more load. Well, no worries. Now you can plug either the portable or the remote control heat trollers into this rechargeable battery. Yes, sir, you can have all of the features of FirstGear's heated apparel without plugging into your bike. Keep in mind, though, the 90-watt jacket will only operate for about an hour on a fully charged battery. So, a better use for this battery for me would be to keep your gear warm on really cold days while you're at a pit stop. You can get off your bike to go into the store, or even just to stretch or confirm the route with your buddies, and never get so much as a chill. It's pretty awesome stuff. And there are numerous other accessories available from this brand as well. There are adapters for getting power from a BMW. There are adapters for using FirstGear heated trollers with other brands of heated gear. And they even make a unit that allows you to plug USB-compatible items into the system's power supply. That way you don't have to have a separate connection to your battery in order to plug in a battery-type charger unit. Now, if you can imagine it, FirstGear probably makes it. If you have any questions on anything you saw in this video, or there's a connector or an accessory that we didn't cover that you'd like to know more about, feel free to leave us a comment on this video, or give us a call at 1-877-GO-HELMET. You can also click the link below to access the 24/7 chat support on our website. Thanks for joining us for this closer look at the heat troller options for FirstGear's heated apparel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and remember, when it comes to our customers, we'll ride the extra mile. I'm Louie, and you'll see me next time.